Hello, welcome back to my channel. Like and subscribe if you like the help that you're getting on this. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be going quickly over how to do a T paragraph. Now, a T paragraph is something you want to attain to once you get your thesis, you've organized your documents, and then this is going to be how the formula of your paragraph would be to easily organize your thoughts connected to your thesis statement, right? Plug in your evidence, which are the documents, especially for your DBQ. This is very important. And then have space to do an analysis of that document. This is important because with this formula, you easily have a connector from your, so let's say you've done your intro and you've done your contextualization, your thesis statement in your first paragraph, right? Your introduction. Now you're going to be writing your actual meat, right? The three main body paragraphs of your DBQ. Now your first paragraph of the main body of your DBQ, you need to connect what part of your thesis that you're going to be actually be writing about, right? So your first sentence of that first paragraph needs to tell the reader, hey, I'm going to be talking about this point in my thesis statement. So what I want you to do is underline your document, your thesis, and then with your next paragraph, your first sentence needs to start talking about what part of your thesis you're going to be addressing. So your part of your economics, right? You're talking about the issues of economics of, the Industrial Revolution, right? How that played a major factor of it. So your topic sentence is going to be how the economics of the Industrial Revolution played a major factor of, progress for England at the time or something like that. Now it's giving the reader saying, hey, they're going to be answering this part of their thesis that they made earlier. So I know that this is the part. You can't just start rambling on. You want to say this is the part I'm addressing, right? So you say one topic sentence here. It can be one or two, and it'll be basically addressing one part of your thesis statement. Then whatever evidence you found that maybe ties in to your topic sentence of economics. Remember, you already organized your documents. You say I have a bunch of economic documents here. I'm going to be plugging in document 2 as my economics here. Now remember, you don't just say quote the whole document 2 as your evidence, because you didn't write document 2, someone else did, right? So you want to paraphrase that whole document, or basically say what the document is about. Say document 2, so this is where you're dropping in now your evidence, right? So now I have my topic sentence, economics, something about economics. Now I'm saying document 2, I'm going to paraphrase it, and I'm going to cite document 2 as an economic part. Then after you're done doing that, you're going to do an analysis of document 2. All right. Now remember Hippo. This is where you, whatever Hippo notes you've jotted down on your actual document, this is where you're going to be writing that stuff of the analysis of it, how it ties in and proves your thesis, right? Is it proving your argument or your counter argument of your thesis, right? What is it proving of it? What part of this is addressing? So this is where you're going to be doing your analysis, and this is where most of your work is being done, because this shows you, the reader, that you can do an analysis of a document thinking deeper than just what the document is paraphrasing, because anyone can paraphrase a document, anyone can quote a whole document. You're not doing anything. A computer program can do that, right? They want to see if you can do a historical analysis of it, right? And organize it in a historical way. And this is the way you can easily have a great foundation of an actual paragraph. So let's say you wanted to do the intended audience of one, which is a really good one. I always suggest for 3 of the documents going deep into I of Hippo and POV of Hippo, right? The intended audience and the point of view. Because if you do that, I showed you my other videos too. You can look at my other videos, like, subscribe, all that stuff, jazz hands. If you do these 2 things for your document, then there's no way of escaping deep analysis of a document. If you go past the document and say this document was intended for the nobility of the time because it states blah 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 blah, now I'm like analyzing that document as a piece of history. I'm not just regurgitating the document's information. What you have to do with the paraphrasing, you have to show the reader that you know what you're talking about, right? In the evidence placement. But when it's time to do the analysis, this is where you're going deep into it. Remember, you don't have to do the Hippo parts of every single document, Remember, if you can only do historical context, or you can only do like a purpose of it, that's great. That's great. That's perfect. But for 3 of those documents that you feel really comfortable, dive deep into doing a POV of them and or an intended audience of them. That way it easily pops out to the reader. This document was obviously intended for the lower class people because it's addressing how peasants do not have rights or something like that. There I'm doing something deeper. So let's say you've done your topic sentence on economics, right, going back. You've said your evidence, you paraphrase whatever of document 2 as an example. Then you did your analysis of historical context or, intended audience. Now you need to find, maybe you find another you have to find at least 2 documents per each paragraph. Now you think document 6, for instance, is an economic one. So what you do is you redrop stating document 6 in that paragraph. You don't restate your topic sentence every time. The topic sentence is just for the first sentence of that paragraph. Then you do topic sentence, evidence, analysis. That would be document 2. Then you want to use document 6. Then you just do evidence of how you paraphrase document 6 and say you got that information from document 6 and how it pertains to economics, for instance. And then you do an analysis of document 6. By the time you do this, you would have a full paragraph done with 2 documents injected into the paragraph, spaced out, with proper analysis of those documents and proper citations of where you got the information from it. Okay? This is a work in progress, but what this does is it spaces out your documents because you don't want to lump up documents, because once you do that, you didn't do really any analysis. You just kind of group them, which is okay because in the beginning, but really when you're doing an analysis of every document and showing what this document's about and how you're placing it, you don't group the documents in there. And some students ask me, well, can you do more than one document per paragraph? Technically you could, but really you want to put all your energy into organizing all 7 documents properly and having them spaced out and label those documents. Doc 7 or document 7 at the end of wherever you paraphrase, because it's an easy way for the reader to count them up. Normally they can still count them up because the DBQs that they read, and you can kind of see where the writer is actually getting their documents from. You just want to make everything as easy for someone reading, your teachers, AP readers, all that stuff, because it's tough reading essays over for hours and hours and hours. Like your eyes start to hurt. You want to have an easy way of saying, okay, they checked off this, they did this part, they did that part, they did this part, they did this part. Now let's see how their analysis is. Oh, okay, maybe I can take this, it needs a little work or something like that. So that will be their first paragraph. And the next paragraph, you start with a new topic sentence, another part of your thesis. Maybe you found a social one. The social implications during the Industrial Revolution. I'm going back for my second paragraph. And then I evidence drop the social document. Maybe I thought document 1 was social, so I paraphrase document 1. And then I do an analysis of it. And then you keep sandwiching them in together. One paragraph has to have 3 documents because you have 7 documents. And one paragraph has to have some outside evidence. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, link this video up to how to do a whole DBQ PowerPoint slash video that I made, and then on that you'll see one slide that has this whole sandwiching of things, what it will look like, just not instead of just looking at it on this document here. Alright, well hopefully this video was helpful. Like and subscribe, all that jazz hands, and then yeah, thank you for watching.